Hello YouTube, this is the Tech Support Dude, and I'm going to be reviewing my Blackberry 8530 phone. Okay, let's start out with some of the hardware. You got your trackpad, which is cool. It's one of the newer ones. In my opinion, I've used a Blackberry with a ball and a trackpad. I like the trackpad a lot more. The keys, as with every Blackberry, are kind of tiny. Don't really like that. These are more like soft keys, the power, back, Blackberry button, and talk. I don't like that because, I don't know if you can see, but the talk key is kind of coming up, which you wouldn't have with a hard key. Okay, with the back of it, you got rubber, shiny part. Why couldn't they just go all shiny? I mean, really, how much would that have cost them? Like a nickel? Got your camera here. It's an okay position for the camera. I've never had any trouble with it. And if you pop off the back of your Blackberry, you'll see your SD card slot, which isn't under the battery anymore, which is a big improvement if you ask me from the old models, because you had to take out the Blackberry, which is like doing a hard reset. And these things take forever to turn on if you've ever used one, so that's probably a good idea that they did that for quick access to your SD card. Here you have a volume rocker, which weirdly only works when you're in calls or listening to music. It doesn't adjust your ringer volume. That's kind of odd. Then you have a soft key here and a soft key here. You can customize these in the software to launch different things. I have one set to camera, one set to lock. You have your headphone jack, which fits a standard headphone, and you have your USB port. Comes with a really tiny tipped USB cable that I don't really like, mainly because it's so tiny and none of my other USB cables will fit it. So you have to take extra special care of it and make sure to keep track of it. Alright, when you turn the device on the newest software, instead of pressing asterisk talk, you have to press the mute key, which is a media key on the top. These are cool for music and stuff. I just don't like them to unlock my device. It's kind of weird. You have your next song, pause, play, and then previous song. So this is pretty good for listening to music. I listen to music on it all the time. But it's not the best music phone there could be. It's not like a Walkman or anything. It's not like a special music phone. Okay, software-wise, got your general Blackberry stuff. It's all very responsive, very fast. The web browser is absolute crap. I don't like it. But the only other option is Opera Mini, and I don't like that either. This thing is slower than heck to turn on once you turn it off, or once the battery dies. Don't really like that. Like I said, music player's pretty good. You've got your song list that you would see on any other kind of music phone. Good sound quality and everything. That's Weezer, Island in the Sun, by the way. Like I said, it's okay for playing music. Everything's really responsive. The biggest thing is these. They don't control your ringer volume. You have to go all the way up to here and then adjust it like that. Another thing, if you're a big nerd like I am, you'll want to change and tweak every setting you have on your phone. This, pretty much the only things you can change are the wallpaper and the ringtone, unless you get a theme. But themes don't really do much for me either. I want to be able to change all the icons and everything like you can on a jailbroken iPhone. Or the new iPhone 4, I don't know if it has that. But you can at least change the app splash screen on the iPhone 4. I know that's in the iPhone, it's mostly for business, but come on, couldn't they have just thrown that little feature in there for us? Email, syncing isn't all that great. I use Gmail in this. Messages don't sync right sometimes. It's a big pain. Camera, let's see that. It's not that very good of a camera. It's not that high quality or anything. It's kinda laggy when you take pictures sometimes. Like, you'd have to take the picture and hold the Blackberry in place so it'll actually capture the image without it being all blurry. That's one of my biggest bones to pick with it. It does come with the Blackberry Messenger, which would be useful, except you can only talk to other Blackberry users, and I only know 2 of them, and they're both in my family, so I can just text them or whatever. It does have group chat. That's pretty cool. Here you have your wireless connection management. You can connect to your service provider. I have Sprint, Wi-Fi. You can turn Bluetooth on and off here, and you can see all your statuses and everything. On the subject of service, at least with my experience, it can get kind of bad sometimes, like surfing the web, which is what I use this phone for a lot. I keep getting an internal server error, and it's nothing with Sprint because my parents both have the same phone and they could get online fine without getting that 505. It's just not that reliable in terms of internet. So all in all, would I recommend this phone? To a noob, yes. To an experienced user, go get an Android phone. Seriously. This is not for experienced computer people, it's for business people, really.